Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to the Ultimate Beginner's Guide for Venom in Marvel Rivals. Let me introduce myself before we start. I'm Andrew, aka Y Andrew, and I'm currently the #1 ranked Venom player. With over 250 hours dedicated just to Venom, I'm here to share insights on mastering this insane Vanguard. Venom is rated as a 1-star difficulty hero. He's really easy to learn, but he's hard to master, especially in higher ranks. As a tanky and mobile Vanguard, Venom excels in disrupting enemy formations and creating opportunities for his team. Let's start with his primary attack, Dark Predation. It unleashes a burst of 4 tentacles effective at close to mid-range. Try to incorporate quick melee attacks between tentacle bursts for additional damage, and try to keep them in a 15-meter distance to ensure all tentacles connect with the target. Now, onto Venom's secondary attack, Cellular Corrosion. Okay, let's just call it Grasp. Venom's secondary attack, Grasp, emits tentacles that latch onto nearby enemies, slowing them down and detonating after a short duration to deal damage. Make sure to stay close to keep tentacles attached, because once the enemies leave your radius, it will detach, which will result in no damage. Now, onto the most crucial ability, Venom's Swing. This ability propels Venom by latching onto surfaces, providing rapid movement for engagements. A quick tip for this ability is actually to turn off Easy Swing in the hero settings, and this will let you be more accurate to where you swing. Venom is also capable of B-hopping. Yes, you heard it right, a lot of people don't know about this, but Venom can actually B-hop. But we'll cover that later in this video. Now, onto his second ability, Frenzied Arrival. This allows Venom to dive from a height, dealing damage and knocking enemies up upon impact. This is the attack you would want to coordinate with your team the most, due to its crowd control ability. Onto his third ability, Symbiotic Resilience. It has a 15-second cooldown, so use this carefully, as this is what will keep you alive when you're in the enemy backline. A quick tip for this ability is to activate this at low health, around maybe like 150 to 200 HP, to maximize shield gain and sustain in fights. Finally, we have Venom's ultimate, Feast of the Abyss. This is a devastating area of effect attack that deals significant damage and grants a substantial shield upon hitting enemies. The higher HP enemies you hit, the more HP you gain. It's that simple. Now let's talk about his team-ups. Venom team-ups are with Spider-Man and Penny Parker. These team-ups allows Penny Parker and Spider-Man to explode into a symbiotic explosion, dealing 50 damage to nearby enemies. As Penny Parker slightly differs, since she gets a 50% damage reduction on top of that. Both team-ups are great. Honestly, Penny Parker's one not so much, but on the other hand, Spider-Man makes a really great use of it, especially when you're diving the enemy backline. Now that you know about Venom's abilities and team-ups, it's time for the advanced tips and combos. The first tip for Venom is to always set up on walls where enemies can't see you, but you can see them. If you utilize the third-person camera, you can scout the area, so when they're pushing through the choke, you can just dive onto the backlines, focusing on strategists and duelists. There's no reason to shoot vanguards, as you're literally the tickle monster to them. Just don't even bother. Now for his second tip, and that is using his Venom movement ability to his advantage. You can actually perform 3 to 4 B-hops if you carry the momentum. On certain walls, you can rebound and redirect to further keep your momentum. To perform this trick, all you need to do is swing until you hit top speed and then release it. When you're about to hit the ground, just spam jump, which is made easier when bound on scroll wheel. And if you're on controller, just get good, little bro. Anyways, this is really useful for when you're leaving spawn or running from a fight with low HP. Venom's third tip is actually about his slam. If you're on an elevated surface, you can leap or walk off to engage your slam height requirement, which pretty much saves you time from a wall climb or just wasting your swing. Since it's a quick move, enemies usually do not have time to react. Now that you know everything about Venom, let's talk about his playstyle. Venom's playstyle is very rinse and repeat. You just want to get in and get out. Start off by setting up on a wall above enemies, so you don't have to waste your swing. Wait for them to walk through the choke, and that would be your opportunity to slam their supports. As soon as you slam, you want to use your grasp to slow them down, and then use your primary fire to deal extra damage and try to get a kill. At this point, your team should be pushing up and trying to capitalize on the space created. If you're about to die, you can pop your shields and stay in the fight longer, but once that depletes, swing out of the fight and try to latch onto the wall out of sight of the enemies, where you can be quickly healed so you can re-engage and rinse and repeat. Now for the bread and butter combo. First up, and I cannot stress this enough, do not use your swing to engage. Instead, set yourself up on a nearby wall, leap off, and use your slam to engage the combo. Once the enemies are slammed, they will be lifted into the air, which leaves them vulnerable. At this point, you will use your grasp to keep them contained. Ensure to follow the enemies closely so they don't detach. Once they are grasped, make sure to use your primary fire to output extra damage and force abilities. After 2 seconds, or once you hear the grasp beginning to end, use your ultimate and activate it instantly, or in time with your grasp, for instant assassination. This will kill anyone below 250 HP. However, with the new buffs, if you have a Mantis damage boost, you can actually kill targets that are 275 HP. For example, that could be Luna, Mantis, etc. Also, make sure to activate your ultimate before your grasp is about to bust. I swear to God, Chad made me say it. Anyways, make sure you never let grasp finish first or this will not work. Well, and that about wraps up everything you need to know on how to become the best Venom and dominate your lobbies. I will be streaming on Twitch every day, mostly playing Venom. If you're watching this on release, there's actually Twitch drops right now, active on my channel. So come check me out. I will also be making more guides in the near future. So make sure you subscribe so you actually don't miss out on anything. And might as well like the video if you made it this far, I guess. I'll catch you guys later. And make sure Venom's 19 inches don't slap you on your way out.
I have a fucking 90% win rate with Andrew. I'm just gonna say.